welcome back to Japan, where I'm going to give you my reaction and review to my very first time listening to the WAgg artist WAgg. Now, I've already done the reaction, as you guys probably know how this works by now. If you want to see me reacting to the song initially before I give you the review that I'm about to give you, pause this video and open up another little YouTube player by clicking the link in the description below, where you'll be able to see the reaction and see my face moving as I go, wow, it's a video. If you want to see initial reaction, or if you've just never heard the song before, go do that now. Ready for the review, because it's about to come. Here comes the review. If you didn't pause this, I'm about to talk about the song. Spoiler alert. Don't say I didn't warn you. Okay, I really like this one, as you probably guessed from seeing the reaction. I am aware, though, that a lot of the things I liked about it maybe are not based on necessarily musical quality, just so much as it appealed to my sense of humour, my sense of style. I like things that are a little bit over the top, a little bit insane, a little bit sort of, they have a poppy quality and yet at the same time are pushing the boundaries of what a general audience would really be able to tolerate. I like that. I've always found that to be kind of fun when you do something which is designed to have the poppiest possible value, but then you just kind of like you're just putting in your elbow a little bit by going, yeah, but we're still going to keep this one insane. We're going to keep this mad. And I think that's a quality that is very much of the WAgg artist style. I know some of the things that their artists have famously done have been more obviously, counterculture, obviously, I hate that phrase in actuality, obviously more, what's the word I'm looking for? Trying to cause conflict, trying to cause disagreement. Controversial? No, I'm sure it starts with a C. Anyway, so you don't want to spend an entire video watching me trying to think of a word. So I will think of it halfway through this and it will be completely out of context. When I heard this, I didn't know what to expect. Like I say, because they seem to be they're at the bottom of the artist list on WAGG's own webpage, and they're the only artists who seem to have their music videos, I found them on WAGG's channel, but not on anywhere else. Although I'm starting to think, did I actually check that? Was it actually the WAGG channel, or was it the WAGG channel and I just read it wrong? I'm pretty sure it was the WAGG channel, because I typed in WAGG channel into YouTube to find it. I'm going to have to check that myself now. This review is falling apart. Basically, though, it did seem like they were the smaller, more independent of all the artists. There seems to be something a little bit more reduced in scale about their operation, from at least what I can tell from the outside. Guys, tell me if I'm wrong about this one. Maybe they're just dressing it up that way. So I was expecting something a little bit more risky, something a little bit more out there, with maybe less of a pop appeal. And I'm kind of intrigued by this, because what appears to come across, first of all, so it's a 6-member group, as I eventually managed to work out towards the end when there was a group shot of all of them. They all seem to have fairly distinct voices in this. I mean, it's such a fast song, it was hard to pick apart necessarily the vocal styles of each member, but they seem to have their own little styles. They seem to have their own personalities. There's a lot of fun and energy in the video. They're performing up to the camera in a really cool, fun way. The whole way this is presented in a sort of pop sensibility is really brilliant. It really comes across well. The song itself, I'm really engaged by that. It started off very punky, but as much as I like a punky sound, it's nice when you can add more to that, because punk itself doesn't exactly have much in the way of nuance. And I enjoyed how they started like that. Then they had the little crazy fast rappy bits in there. Then they broke into like a ska reggae section. Then you had the chorus was very J-pop, but with a bit of a rock energy. It went through a lot of things that I really like, and it put them together in a way that felt smooth and yet at the same time kind of surprising. I've always said this, I mentioned this about groups like Passcode, who are obviously very different. But again, Japanese pop group. One of the things that I really like about Passcode is their ability just to, just out of nowhere, just sort of take left turns in their songs. And the turns will be surprising. You'll be like, oh, where's this going? But not jarring. They don't suddenly make the song feel like you've just been disconnected, you've been unplugged from it. You feel like you're still involved, but now you're being pulled in a different direction. It feels kind of exciting and interesting. This song kind of had that quality in a slightly twee way. It was very nice and playful how it just sort of changed between things, but never felt like it was, sort of turning so fast it threw you off, threw you out the carriage. I liked that quality about it. It meant that it was interesting, it was engaging, it had lots of fresh ideas. The chorus was really catchy, actually. Maybe not the most catchy song ever, but for a song like this that is so completely insanely all over the place and going so quickly, it's kind of impressive that it manages to rack up a chorus there every time you come round to it. It's really fun. This is again something actually that I pointed out with Passcode, an interesting comparison, is that when you've got songs where you want to do lots of crazy things, and if you want to go a little bit mad, it's usually good to have a really strong chorus, because the madness all feels much more purposeful when it is always bringing you back round to maybe not safety, but the reward of a really catchy chorus. If you know that you're always going to be coming back to a good chorus where everyone could sing along and be, yeah, it's the chorus, you get that feeling, then you can go really crazy in between. I did actually point out when I first gave this comparison for Passcode, I referred to it, and this is probably, I'd be interested if anyone who's a fan of WAgg can also get this reference. Maybe a few of you actually. WAgg do have quite an eclectic set of fans, but I was saying the Hocus Pocus by Focus effect. If you ever heard that song Hocus Pocus by the band Focus, that's an example of where you just go mad because everyone is on board with the madness because they know it builds you back round to that that hook, that again, I'm forgetting my words today, refrain, going back to that refrain that people want to hear, and then that's just the power of a song. And this kind of had that quality to it. I liked it. It started to build up that quality as it went along. So there's a lot of things about this I really like. Now, I am willing to accept that I probably am more willing to overlook some of the perhaps faults in this song because I felt that everything was done in such a fun, twee, mad way that it almost kind of felt like anything that didn't work could be justified as a deliberate attempt to make the song mad. So I would accept that some people might find certain parts of this song jarring, the bits where the vocals suddenly went very quick. Maybe for me, they were kind of like fun, mad choices, but I think for some people, they might feel a little bit out of place. So I'm willing to accept that this is not necessarily for everyone. I think you kind of have to be swayed by the tone of the song to maybe overlook some of the mad writing choices. And maybe if you see them in that context, you like them. Maybe if you don't see them in the context, they just sound messy. So I think this one could go very different ways depending on the listener. My personal opinion is that. I thought the video was very much in keeping though with everything. It was nice. It was simple. Again, it had that Kerry Pammy quality of let's just put crazy, cartoony, comic-y effects over the top of everything. Anime effects, I guess you could say. Anime or manga? Both, I guess. So it had a real madness. It just felt like it didn't feel low budget. It just felt like the video was perfectly tailored for the madness of the song, and it really played towards the girls, the women, whatever, playing to the camera. And they did a great job. They had loads of personality. It was just oodles of fun. It just really worked for me. So I think this is one where tonally either you'll be on board with it or you might find it really irritating and annoying. Either way, I think you're justified. As usual, though, you know how this works. I want to now hear what you guys think. Get in the comments and tell us. Justify your opinions, as always. It's really interesting when we have comments if we know why you think what you think, because that is what makes it really interesting so we can start a discussion. I'm trying to catch up and get into as many of the comments as I can. I'm a little bit behind on some of the videos come up in the last few weeks. So I'm trying to catch up on the comment sections over the next few weeks to catch up. So hopefully if you do leave a reply or a comment, I will definitely read it and I'll certainly try to reply to it as well. But yeah, doing that will be greatly appreciated. If you also get time and you want to, you can like and subscribe. And if you really want to have more discussion about Japanese music with everyone else on this channel or our other followers, then feel free to click on any of the social medias linked in the description below where we have our little communities going, especially with Discord and Reddit, I should point out. And a big thank you to those of you who have made the big step of being Patreon supporters. I know that YouTube's all about people talking about Patreon now, but it is true, you guys really do keep this whole thing going. I mean it. It's absolutely wonderful and appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. And thank you anyway for making it through to the end of this video. So until I see you hopefully soon in Japan for the next one, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for enjoying WAgg Weekend with me. I must say I've been really impressed, actually. I really enjoyed it. And there will be more WAgg, I think. I'll definitely be coming back for probably all three of these artists again. So I might just do another WAgg Weekend, to be honest, in maybe a month or two. But for now, ciao, ciao.